Namaste, yogis. Begin by sitting on your heels. You may spread your knees and bring a folded blanket between your heels and buttock. Rest your forehead or cheek on the ground with your eyes closed. Connect with your breath. Start to observe your inhalation and exhalation. Notice the temperature of your breath. Notice its flow and pace. Root your awareness into the sensory feeling of the breath. After your mind makes the contact with your breath, invite your mind deeper down into more subtle awareness of your inner body. Scan the emotional landscape of your inner world. Notice, how do you feel today? What do you feel? You don't need to judge this, just observe your feelings. Bring your attention back onto the breathing and slowly start to rise up. With inhale, lift your arms up. Imagine energy empowering your arms. Exhale, pushing out to the side. Inhale, arms to shoulders. Exhale, pushing out the energy forward, rounding your back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, melt in a child pose. And let's repeat a few times more. Inhalation, arms all the way up. Bring your hands behind the head and push out them to the side. Inhale, arms to shoulders. Exhale, push out the energy forward. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, back to child pose. Slowly rising. Arms over the head and behind the head, and then pushing out the hands. Inhale, arms back to shoulders, and with exhale, push them forward, rounding the back. Inhale, reach up, and again exhale, back to child pose. Inhale, rising. Exhale, spreading arms, feeling the energy. Arms to the shoulders, with exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, back to child. Come onto your hands and knees, shift your weight forward. Feel the body weight over your wrists. Rock side to side, maybe add rotation in your shoulders. Imagine that you are drawing circles, or you are drawing 8. Keep moving, staying connected with your breath. Tuck your toes and shift the weight all the way back, moving the hips closer to the heels. With inhale, round the back, shift your weight forward. With exhale, look up and move your glutes towards the heels. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, hips to heels as you look up. With inhale, round your back high and shift your weight forward. With exhale, lift your hips high but keep your knees bended. Draw your chest toward your thighs to stretch. With inhale, way forward to a plank. With exhale, bend your knees, lift your hips to the sky and move back to downward dog with bended knees. Keep waving forward and back, following the flow of your breath. Inhalation. Wave forward to plank pose. You can always drop your knees down if it's too much for you. And back to downward dog. Slowly straighten one leg, press heel down, then switch it up. Continue. Take your dog for a walk. Bending knees, grounding the heels. Roll forward to Chaturanga or release your knees to the ground, bending your elbows close to your ribs and lowering your chest. Lay down. Press strongly into your hands to lift your chest off the ground as you inhale. Exhale, sit onto your heels. With inhale, round forward through hands and knees. Press your pelvis down to lengthen your spine, then roll your chest up, look up, upward facing dog. Then tuck your toes, press your palms, glide yourself back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips to the sky, melt your chest back, and take a few deep breaths into the belly. With inhale, feel your belly expands. With exhale, belly deflates like a balloon. Start to make micro steps forward toward your hands. Don't hurry. Try to keep your palms on the floor. As slow as possible, keep walking forward. Then roll up your spine. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, fold forward. And continue rising with inhale. And folding with exhale. Follow your own rhythm of breathing. Grab the opposite elbows and rock side to side. Stretching all the vertebrae all the way down. Inhale, hands onto your shins, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, nice deep fold. And repeat. Inhalation, look up, halfway up. Exhale, back to forward fold. A few times more. Inhale. And exhale, bow down. Inhale. And exhale. Step your right leg back, square your hips forward, ground your heels. You can have your hands onto two blocks or fingertips to the ground. Inhale, look up, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt your chest. Inhale, rising. Exhale, melting. Start to shift your weight Come forward with inhale and shift the weight back, gently rocking and moving. Feel all sides of your hamstrings. Forward, inhale, back with exhale. Now ground both your heels and kick your glutes back to the left, opening your right hip. With exhale, close it forward. Imagine that you are moving to triangle pose with inhale, and then close your hips back to pyramid with exhale. Keep kicking your glutes all the way back, and then squaring hips forward. Let's pose in a pyramid posture for a while. Notice what you feel in a hamstring area. And now keep your right hand on the ground. With inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, come down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Open. Hold for a while and release. Bend your left knee, slide your right knee backward as far as you can. Keep the hands on either side of the front foot. With inhale, reach your arms up. With exhale, bring your hands back onto the ground or onto the blocks. Rising. And then back. Inhalation, arms over the head. And exhalation, back onto the ground. You can keep your hands on the floor, or if you want to feel your thighs deeper, hold them over the head for a while. If you feel that the back knee is uncomfortable, you can always place a blanket underneath it. Slowly turn over to the right, straighten your legs, move your hands to the center. Pull your feet towards one another, create magnetism between your feet, press from the pelvis into the earth, and press your feet away from one another to energize your inner thighs. Lift the tailbone and pulling the rib cage towards the thighs. Walk your hands towards your right leg. Slide your left knee backward as far as you can. With inhale, reach your arms up. With exhale, bring your hands back onto the ground, all two blocks. And continue in your rhythm, in your own flow. You can keep your hands on the ground, or if you want to feel thighs deeper, hold your arms over the head. Choose option that works for you. Now step your left foot closer to the center of the mat, square the hips forward, and find yourself in a pyramid pose. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow down. few more. Come forward with inhale and shift the weight back, gently rocking and moving. Forward, back, forward, back. Feel all sides of your hamstring. Now kick your glutes back to the right, opening your left hip. With exhale, close it forward. Imagine again that you are moving to triangle pose with your inhale, and then you are coming back to pyramid with your exhale. Open and close. Open and close. Notice what do you feel in a hamstring area when you move back and forward. Keep your left hand on the ground. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, come down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Just a few movements more. Try to keep your knees straight. Hold for a while. And release. Step forward to the top of your mat. Sway side to side. Bend and straighten the knees. Release all the tension. Keep rocking. Releasing your muscles. Relaxing the hamstrings. And then roll all the way up. Come back to standing posture with inhale. And with exhale, cascade your heart down to the earth. Inhale, rising. Exhale, falling. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, nice deep fold. Again, breathing in, look up. With exhale, folding forward. One more time. Exhale, bowing down. Step your left leg back, square your hips forward, and hold this posture for 5 deep, long breaths. Keep your left hand on the ground. Open your right arm out and up. You can look up, or if you feel the tension in your neck, bring your gaze down. Hold the posture for time. Bend your left knee. Slide your left knee all the way back as far as you can. Keep the hands on either side of the front foot or rest your hands on the front thigh. Lift the chest, increasing the weight over your hips. Slowly turn over to the right. straighten your legs. Place your right hand near your left foot. With exhale, lift your left arm up. Switch it up with inhale and open your right arm with exhale. Repeat. Bring your palms to the back of your right ankle. And then crawl over towards the left foot. Bring your palms to the back of your ankle. Holding the posture, melting your heart like an ice cream underneath the sun. Walk your hands towards your left leg. Slide your right knee backward as far as you can. Keep the hands on either side of the front foot or rest your hands on the front thigh. Lift the chest, increasing the weight over the hips. Keep your right hand on the ground. Inhale, lift your left arm to the sky. Let's hold twisted triangle posture. Both heels here are grounded. Both knees are straight. Hips are looking forward. And then come back to the pyramid pose and hold another 5 breaths. Deep inhalation. Deep exhalation. Step forward to the top of your mat. Keep your thighs engaged while completely releasing your spine and softening your belly, face, and jaw. Stand up tall, draw your tailbone down, navel back to lengthen your low back. And exhale. Bring your feet together or not, as you feel comfortable. Inhale, your arms up, chair pose. Exhale, arms all the way back and send your hips back and down. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, thighs are parallel to the ground. Inhale, look up. Exhale, sink down through the hips. One more inhale. And then bring your palms to the back of your ankles. Lay your chest and belly on the thighs. Slowly start to lift your sitting bones toward the ceiling. Maybe straightening the legs, maybe not. Try to keep the contact between your torso and your thighs. Step your right leg back, drop the knee down. Glide your hips back and bow in. Inhale, step forward back to lunge. Open the heart. Exhale, move back and melt. Inhale, all the way forward. Exhale, all the way backward, pulling left heel back. Inhale, open your heart, look up. Exhale, bow down. Hold for time. Diving into the stretching sensation around your hamstring area, ankle. feeling your left thigh, glute, experiencing your muscles, your connective tissues. Notice how does it feel. Let's again step forward and step back just to release. And with inhale, bring your left hand to the sky. With exhale, fold in and repeat. Arm to the sky, fold in. Inhale, twist in your chest. Exhale, releasing. Hold for a bit. And come back to lunge pose. Reach your arms up. Exhale, place both hands inside the left foot. For more depth, come down onto the elbows. Or rest them on a pillow, on the blocks, on the books, whatever is close to you and comfortable. And again, this is not compulsory to place elbows onto the ground, only if you feel that this is good for you. How does it feel? Hope you are enjoying. Let's slowly release. Don't hurry, take your time. And now let's walk our hands over to the right, to Skandasana, side lunge. Sit above your left heel, keep your right leg straight and flex your foot. Lift up through the center and glide to the right side. Then keep gliding side to side in your own rhythm. Passing the center, glide over the left. Passing the center, glide over the right. And let's hold for a while the left side. Shift your weight over to the left. If your heel is not grounded, place a folded blanket underneath it. You may keep your hands on the floor if you need them for balance, or you can sit up nice and tall, reaching your heart all the way up. You may spread your arms or even bind them behind your back. Find any comfortable option for you. And let's sit all the way down. Draw the left foot in toward you and stretch your right leg straight out to the side. Inhale, reach your left arm up and then stretch sideways with exhale. And repeat, rising, stretching sideways. And let's hold the posture. Start to rotate your chest towards the ceiling. Your left side of the chest is open towards the sky. If it's comfortable for you, look up. If it's not, look down. You can grab your toes or not. It depends how you are feeling right now. And again, the posture should be comfortable for you. Let's release. Bring your right knee on top of the left. Feet near the hips. Kinda a sandwich. So sitting bones are on the ground. If you feel that left knee is uncomfortable, do the pose with the bottom leg straight. So let's start this posture, Hamstrings. Bend sideways over to the right with exhale. With inhale, rising, and with exhale, switching the side. Just a few movements in this manner. And let's fold forward very, very slowly. It means not fast. Start to walk your hands forward. Hands can be to the side or in front of the body, or you can stretch the arms back behind the body. So again, find your perfect posture, perfect option of this posture, and enjoy. This is the most important thing. Enjoy where you are now. Let's release. Take your time to come back to Skandasana, to a side lunge. We'll come back again onto our left leg and then gliding side to side, releasing all the tension. So now turn towards your right leg, drop the left knee. Place both your hands inside the right foot. For more depth, you can come down onto the elbows, and again, feel free to use pillows, bolsters, blankets, everything that you can find nearby. You can place the blanket underneath your elbows. You can place the blanket underneath your left knee if you feel the tension. So adjust the posture to make it perfect for you. So become aware of your hips sensations. Hips don't lie. Just a few more breaths, melting, melting, melting down. Let's come back, step back. Come back onto your hands and knees, when you are ready, of course. And we will move to Chaturanga, or you can keep your knees on the ground, shifting the weight forward, bending your elbows close to your ribs and lowering your chest. Press strongly into your hands to lift your chest off the ground as you inhale, and exhale, sit onto your heels. With inhale, round forward through the hands and knees, press your pelvis down to lengthen your spine, then roll your chest up, and then tuck your toes, glide yourself back to downward dog. Take a few deep breaths into the belly. Again, imagine that your belly is kind of balloon. Lift your left leg up high, then lower your leg down. Lift your right leg up high and step forward. Step your right foot forward, then step your left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. And slowly come back to standing. Come back to your breathing. Check that your breath is still deep and slow. And let's come back to chair. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, arms back and send your hips back and down. Inhale, open your heart, look up. Exhale, thighs are parallel to the ground. One last time. With exhale, sink down through the hips. And then melt your chest over your thighs. Bring your palms to the back of your ankles. Slowly start to lift your sitting bones toward the ceiling, maybe straightening the legs. Or maybe you prefer to keep a little bend in your knees. It's perfectly fine. Breathing in and breathing out. Step your left leg back. Drop the knee down and glide your hips back and bow in, pulling the right heel back. Inhale, step forward, look up. With exhale, half split. Continue in your own manner, in your own rhythm, experiencing the sensations in your hamstring and thigh area. Let's hold for time this posture. Keep pulling your right heel all the way back, feeling that your hamstring is super engaged right now. Inhale, open your right arm out and up. Exhale, folding. And let's repeat, moving with a breath. Out and up with inhalation. Folding in with exhalation. Let's hold a twist. Again, you can bring your gaze up or down as you feel comfortable. And move to a lizard lunge. Exhale. Inhale. Don't forget to breathe. You can place again both your hands inside the left foot or come down onto the elbows. If you are feeling ready for more, straighten your legs into the splits. Don't hurry. You should, in a front split, you should keep your torso and hips squared forward. A few pillows, a few blankets, or even folded mat, like in my case, it's a very great support actually. So place it underneath your pelvis and straighten both your legs into the split. So this folded blanket, folded mat, or a few pillows usually help to release weight and relax muscles. Sit up tall or fold forward for different sensations. Hanumanasana is the yogic name to the front splits, and there is a very beautiful story behind this posture. Hanuman is the monkey god, was a friend of King Ram, whose beloved Sita was kidnapped by an evil demon. So the monkey god took a gigantic leap from South India to Sri Lanka, rescued Sita, and came back to fight for Ram to help him win back his kingdom. So we actually are stretching the legs as Hanuman did in his incredible jump. I think it's very exciting to feel like Hanuman in his jump of love. Let's slowly come back to lunge. Bend both knees. Keep your right knee bended and walk your hands over to the left. Sit above your right heel and keep your left leg straight. So lift up through the center and glide to the left side, then keep gliding side to side in your own rhythm. Shift your weight over to the left, over to the right. And now let's bring our weight over to the right. So if your right heel is not grounded, place folded blanket underneath it. You may keep your hands on the floor if you need them for balance, or sit up nice and tall, reaching your heart up. You may spread your arms or even bind them behind your back. Find any comfortable option for you. And then sit all the way down. Draw your right foot in toward you and stretch left leg straight out to the side. With inhale, reach your right arm up and bend sideways with exhale. Keep moving in your own way and rhythm. And then we will hold the posture. Again, start to rotate your chest towards the sky. Open your right side of the chest. If it's comfortable, look up. If it's not, look down. Again, the posture should be comfortable for you. So it's not important to grab the foot. You can keep chest stretching all the way to the left side. So bring your left knee on top of the right. We will move to Hamstrings, cow facing pose. Feet near the hips, sitting bones are grounded. And again, if your knee is uncomfortable, I'm talking about right knee, do the pose with the legs straight. If you feel okay, if your knees are fine, then one on top of another. So get comfortable here, and with exhalation, bend sideways. Inhale and stretching sideways again towards the opposite side. So let's fold forward. Hands can be to the side. Feet can be on the floor. Just keep your hands on the floor. Keep your chest straight. Keep your left knee on top of the right. And then we will move to Kamal Hasana, or in front of the body. Find your perfect option. So, let's start to come back slowly to side lunge. Again, glide side to side. And when you are ready, turn towards your left leg and drop your right knee. So again, you can place both your hands inside the left foot. For more depth, you can come down onto the elbows. You can stay here and it's really perfectly fine. Or you can take a leap of faith into Hanumanasana. Tuck your right toes, it will help to keep your hips squared. Slowly slide your right leg back and at the same time descending the left thigh toward the floor. Pillows, blankets, bolster underneath the pelvis can help to relax muscles and get a comfortable sensation at this posture, and I wish I could have one. Now I'm a little bit struggling without a comfortable bolster, and for me right now it's hard to relax my muscles and enjoy this posture so much. So make sure that you are comfortable. So come back to hands and knees. Bend your right knee, bring it closer. Bring your left leg back. And again, you may move to Chaturanga or keep your knees on the ground, bending your elbows close to your ribs and lowering your chest. With inhale, Cobra. Exhale, sit onto your heels, look up. With inhale, round forward through hands and knees. Press your pelvis down to lengthen your spine. Then roll your chest up, look up, and then glide yourself back to downward dog. Bend one knee, then another to release all the tension. Inhale, lift your right leg up high, then lower it. Inhale, lift your left leg up and step forward. Step your right leg back, 2. Right leg forward, 2. So come back to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, release. And take your time to come back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, stretch sideways over to the right. Inhale, pass in the center. Exhale, bend sideways over to the left. And repeat 2 times more. Now spread your feet apart and squat down. Bring your arms in front of you, hands in prayer, and elbows pulling lightly against the knees or shins. Sit onto the ground with both legs straight out in front of you and move your glutes back. Find and feel your sitting bones. You may elevate your hips by sitting on a pillow or blanket for better comfort. With inhale, rising your arms up. With exhale, fold forward over the legs. You may rest your hands onto the ground, or if you want, grab your feet. Again, trust your sensations. Every pose should be comfortable for you, not painful. Respect your body. Let's release. Bend the knees. And very slowly, let's roll your back onto the floor, one vertebra at a time. Lay down. Bring your knees together and spread your feet apart, about your mat distance. And use this moment to relax and to let all the tension go. Observe your inhalation and exhalation. Look at the posture before doing it. Curl your knees toward your chest, lift your hips up off the floor, place your palms on your low back for support and balance, and straighten your legs toward the sky. Imagine a straight line from your heels to your shoulders. There is some weight in the neck in this posture, so moving your head from side to side is dangerous. Be careful moving to the shoulder stand. Hold this posture. Staying connected with your breathing. Don't look at the screen, but listen very attentively. We will move further. So reach your right leg over the head. Keep pointing your left toes toward the ceiling. Now let's switch it up. Reach your left leg over the head and keep pointing your right toes toward the ceiling. Support your low back with your palms. Now rest both your feet directly above your head. Press your toes firmly into the ground beyond your head. Lift your top thighs and tailbone toward the sky. You can continue to press your hands against the back, torso, or you can release your hands, place them onto the ground, or clasp the hands. You may stay here in a plow pose or move to the next Karnapidasana posture. Bend your knees and bring them to the floor on either side of your head. Rest the tops of your feet on the floor. Allow the knees to apply light pressure to the ears. Bring your knees toward your forehead and then carefully roll your back onto the floor one vertebra at a time until you return to your starting position. Create an arch in your upper back, lift your shoulder blades and upper torso off the floor. Tilt your head back and bring the crown of your head to the floor. For a challenge here, you can lift your legs 45 degrees away from the floor, pressing actively through your heels. Palms together above your belly. Again, it's not compulsory posture, it's only if you want a challenge. And release. Draw the knees to the chest, curl in, nose to the knees. Then open your arms to the side like wings and drop the knees over to the right. Look over to the left, pressing your left shoulder blade down. Yummy twist in the back. And then switch it up. Drop the knees over to the left. Look over to the right. Pressing right shoulder blade all the way down. We did it! Time to rest the body in Shavasana. Make yourself comfortable as you lie down on the floor, spread your feet and arms apart. Become still, release your bones, allow your body to sink into the ground. You are ready. Now close your eyes. Scan your body slowly. Start with your toes and feet. Allow your feet to relax. Feel them becoming heavy on the floor. Allow your awareness to rise up to the ankles, then to calves, then shins. Feel them melting into the earth. No effort is needed. Feel the space in the knee joints. Move slowly higher, relax your thighs. Feel your thighs become heavy, warm, and soft. Notice your buttock, hips. Now allow your awareness to come to the tailbone. Feel the sacrum and low back. Allow your sensations to rise up the spine. Feel each vertebra. Allow the upper back muscles and the shoulder blades to sink into the floor. Let the shoulders release completely. Spend an extra moment here and really soften. Allow the sensation of softness to flow down the arms. Bring your awareness to your neck and throat. Release all the tension there. Relax your face. Allow your head to rest heavily on the floor. Release your breath totally. Let it be whatever it wants to be. Feel your chest, belly are slightly rising with inhalation, slightly falling with exhalation. Feel your breath flows in and out. Enjoy this moment of complete silence and peace. Let this feeling of peace fill you. Let it fill the space around you. Start to move. Take a deep inhale into the belly. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Take a huge inhalation, fill your lungs and stretch. Make yourself as long as possible. Push and pull yourself longer. Roll to your right side. Take a moment there and come back to any comfortable sitting posture. Close your eyes again. Identify with yourself, whole and complete. Fill your heart with kindness, humility, purity, and love. Shine with the purity of a true self. Bring your hands together. May all beings be happy, be free from suffering, and be peaceful. Namaste.